Hello students, welcome to our next video. In the previous video we have seen different communication technologies used. In that we have seen wired communication and fiber optic cables. And we have seen standards for communication media in SCADA systems like RS-232, RS-485, Cat5, RG6, etc. Okay. So in this video we will discuss different communication protocols in SCADA systems. We will see protocol, level and common applications. The first one is Modbus PHY. Its level is device. It's a device. And its common application is manufacturing and electric utility. Next one is the Profibus. Its level is also a device and its common application is process industry. Third one is the device net. Its level is device and its common application is manufacturing. Fourth one is DNP 3.0. Its level is device and its common application is electric utility SCADA. Next one is BAC net, backnet. Its level is control and its application is HVAC control and building automation. Next one is control net. Its level is control and its application is manufacturing. Next protocol is ARCnet, ARC net. Its level is supervisory and its common application is office automation and gaming. Next one is Ethernet or Internet Protocol. Its level is supervisory and its common application is office automation or internet. Okay, so these are some protocols, levels and their common applications. Now we will see the desirable properties of SCADA system. NERC, North American Electric Reliable Council, defines the desirable properties of SCADA systems. Following are some properties mentioned here. Okay. The first one is adequacy or capability of system. Second one is security issue. Third one is compliance and regulatory. And last one is standards and quality. Now we will look the adequacy or capability of the system, the first one. Okay. The important property of SCADA system focused on the capacity of the system to fulfill the demand of the process or application. The system must be adequate one to meet the demand in scheduled or unscheduled condition or in breakdown mode, fulfill the requirements for generation, transmission and other facility provided. Next one is the security issue. Another important factor, each system must be provided with this. Okay, any damage, disturbance or fault occurred to the system led to breakdown of system. Third one is the compliance and regulatory. SCADA system must be fulfilling the requirement of hardware and software provided by manufacturer as per the compliance and regulatory point of view. And the last one is the standards and quality. Any SCADA system must be designed, manufactured and installed with standard defined by vendors and also fulfill all requirement incorporated in quality management systems. Okay. Now we will look the third one, the functions and features of SCADA system. First one is the easy to interface with user. Second one is GUIs or graphics display. Third one is alarm. Fourth one is trending. Fifth one is remote terminal unit interface support or RTUs. Sixth one is flexibility in terms of scaling. Seventh one is data access support. Eighth one is database connectivity, and ninth one is the networking support. Now we will look each one of these 9 features in very short manner. First one is easy to interface with user. It's simple user interface with the help of touch screens, keyboards and mouse, etc. Second one is GUIs or graphic displays. SCADA supports GUIs, that is graphical user interface, user configurable and object oriented display to present various process. Support number of display pages with best resolution. Third one is alarms, one of the best features of SCADA system, provided with alarm annotation features up to 1 millisecond precision in client server based architecture. User defined functionality of our alarms with dynamic allocations of pages. Also supports in events triggered, alarm triggered report with historical and event logging function. Next one is the trending. SCADA based system support for both historical and real time trending function. Data can be logged and easily export in CSV DBF files for future use. Also supports in real time multi-pen trend and long or short time display. Fifth one is RTU. Supports all type of RTU, PLC or control device interface with all supported and all supported and compatible communication protocol. Many SCADA supports with DDE or OPC client connectivity for RTU. Sixth one is flexibility in terms of scaling. More flexible for scaling function as easy to accommodate the new device with existing available systems. Next one is data access support, direct real-time DDE and third-party access to real-time data support for many authorized network users. Next one is database connectivity, supports ODBC driver configuration and SQL based server client driver based configuration for higher level reporting. And the last one is networking support, supports all net BIOS compatible networks such as LAN, that is local area network, Windows workgroups, supports communication protocols such as TCP IP. Okay, so these are some functions and features of SCADA systems. Okay, so in the next video we will see advantages of the SCADA and disadvantages of the SCADA system. Okay, so that's all for this video. Thank you for watching, and if you have any kind of doubt you can contact me. Okay, thank you for watching.